Yep.
Hey everyone, it's Marcos. You like that? It's creative. Alright, and yeah, we're gonna be doing a UU match against Brayden StarFox. I met him on the UU ladder. Apparently he's a YouTuber. Found that out. Makes music. I listen to a couple covers. I kinda like him. What do you play it on, piano?
Yes and no.
And no?
It's mixed between playing, hopefully I can get back to playing once I get instruments again, and using apps.
Oh, like for mixing and stuff?
Not so much
Yeah.
mixing, just getting MIDI sounds through.
Oh yeah. I actually do stuff in FL Studio. So if you want,
Okay.
maybe we can collab on that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Depends.
Yeah, but introduce yourself, I guess.
Yeah, well, I was also recording your intro, and why have I got UU live on here, guys? I'll back that out. And it's friendly neighborhood knows StarFox here, and as you just heard, we are versing Head Honchkrow, Marcos, as he likes to be called, or I don't know if he likes it, but he is. He's going to be called it. And I'm still playing the song because, of course, we stopped recording and then started again. So I'm sorry if it started halfway through. It is again Pokemon Tournament Magikarp Festival Remix by Glitchx City, and I'll have the link in the description below. You gonna send me the battle link, or?
Oh yeah, I forgot what we were doing. Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna bring my new team or my ladder. I'm gonna bring the new team I made.
Now we're gonna shut off the calls, then we can't hear each other once we open it. So if you want to hear one of the other side of the story, go watch the other video, because no doubt these will both be uploaded, unless Marcos rages out and doesn't want to upload it. I don't know if he's that kind of guy. I haven't known him too long.
I'm the kind of guy that accepts my losses and uploads failed VGC series.
That's what half of mine are. You should see all the Raticate videos I have. I've only won like 2 matches. No, it's Facade.
Not even Super Fang?
It's got Super Fang, but I use Facade.
So yeah, we're gonna hang up the Skype soon, and
just wait till the screen opens. And then,
Yep. So the actual match opens, right?
Did you send it yet?
Oh crap! I'm off my game right now. I'm very much off my game.
Yeah, it's all right. You're speaking to an Australian, so we take things very lax. But anyway, guys, this call's going to end, and you did bring a Honchcrow.
Yes, I did. And you brought an Absol. That's like my second mascot. This is like the only team I ever made for you that doesn't have
I was originally going to bring Spideferodactyl. But, there it is, guys. Going to end this, and we will probably call back after, and then I'll have to edit it in for once.
Yep.
And Marcos, we'll see you when you get back.
Yeah, I'll call you back right after second round or whatever round this goes to. We'll do.
Oh yeah, guys, it will be 3 rounds with the same team every time.
So yeah, I'll see you on the other side.
Yep. See ya. Okay, guys. So. I could definitely see him leading with Gligar, Burnett, even Tentacruel, really. His win condition against my team would have to be... It would actually be his Honchcrow, which is pretty cool. I think what I want to do, though, is lead with Suicune. He does lead with Prime. I want to Whirlpool, just in case he wants to stay in and set up Toxic Spikes. Of course, this is one of my sets, and I didn't know what else to run on Suicune. He does bring out Reuniclus, hoping not to get burnt, so I'm going to go straight out into... I really want to go out into Chandelure, which I will. I'm gonna Calm Mind. Actually, I'm gonna Shadow Ball, because if I Calm Mind, he can go straight out into Burnett or Honchcrow, and hopefully go for the Pursuit. Actually, I'm just gonna Shadow Ball. I was... I was wondering if he would want to go out into Honchcrow and just Pursuit. Had something in my sleeve. Wow. I want to know what that is. Guess we'll find out later. He does bring out Honchcrow. If he goes for Pursuit, does that kill? He won't get the Moxie boost. At least that's nice. I'm gonna go straight into Mamoswine. That kills? Oh wow. I'm gonna bring out Mamoswine. Because now I can go straight for Icicle Crash. I don't think he would predict me to be Scarfed, which is nice. Here's the Life Orb. I was wondering if he'd be Scarfed, or Black Glasses, which is my favorite. Have a drink of water as we wait for him to make his move. Sorry if I don't do a calc this match, guys, but I didn't have it open in the first place, so I'm not going to go and open it. Actually, open it up there. Icicle Crash got him. He definitely knows that I'm Scarf now, and he can go straight out into Tentacruel, in which case I will go straight out into Suicune, as we saw that he did not have anything for the Suicune. He goes straight out into this. He doesn't get Prankster till the following turn, so what I'm going to do is Icicle Crash. Does get the Will-O-Wisp off. However, I can use this as fodder later on. I'm going to switch out just because if he is Cotton Guard, he gets the advantage here, and this thing can still take out Gligar and Flagon. So what I'm going to do is go straight into Suicune, where I can then proceed going for Scald. You saw my Whirlpool turn 1, so gonna Whirlpool. He can now not switch out, and will be taking continuous damage from the Whirlpool. So I'm going to Scald, hoping to get the burn. I do have the rest, so if I need to, I can do that. I also have the Roar, in case I need that as well. There's basically burn wars right now. I actually think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Scald this turn and then Roar on the following turn. It's actually ideal that he gets the burn, because then if he does have Protect, he will go for it now. I did not get the burn, however I'm going to go for Roar, because that may be the last turn of Whirlpool. He does have Venoshock, but he doesn't have Toxic. He does bring in Hugs, so I'm going to go... I'm going to go for Scald, because either way we find out what set he is for the next match, and if he switches we can get a potential burn. Scald will do quite a bit to this. He does have Outrage. He may be able to survive another one, in which case I'm going to go for Rest. We do not survive, which is very bad, but I will proceed to bring out Mamoswine. And I'm going to Earthquake, because he knows that I'm Scarfed. With that Earthquake, I'm going to Earthquake again, but I believe that he's going to switch back out into Flygon. Because if he stays in and I switch out, I'm in a very bad position. I do not want that. He does go back out into Flygon. I'm going to go straight into Crobat, where I can then U-turn into and then Icicle Crash once more. I actually think his best play there would have been Gligas, then he could get up his Stealth Rocks. Does go for the superpower. I do want to Brave Bird here, and I will. Goes into Gligar, I'm going to U-turn. I'm not carrying Ice Beam on Absol, but I do have Ice Punch on Feraligatr. I could see him going for Earthquake, Stealth Rock, or Knockoff, so I'm going to go out into Feraligatr. Goes for the Sword Dance. I'm going to proceed to go for the Ice Punch. I also have to remember I want to keep my sets hidden, as it is a best of 3, so please remember that, guys. It does bring out Banette. It does have the Prankster Will-O-Wisp now, so I'm going to go back out into Mamoswine. Yeah, Mamoswine, and then I'll Earthquake. As he should predict an Icicle Crash here, I'm going to go for the Earthquake. It will take out the Tentacruel, however, if I went for an Icicle Crash, it would survive and take me out. And that's all because I didn't get the burn earlier. How's that? I definitely have momentum right now, but if he can play his Banette really well, he can still win this. If I can get my Absol up and running, I can still win as well. I want to keep Mamoswine just for the Flygon, so there's that. While I am waiting, I'm going to import this into Damage Calculator in case I need to use it in the further matches. He is taking his time. Sadly, Superpower is not going to help me in these matches though, which is pretty bad because I could be carrying Knockoff instead. But this team doesn't really like... Excuse me. It doesn't really like Blissey that much. Even though we do have Feraligatr and Absol, I don't really want to rely on them as they're more power hitters. So is Mamoswine, but he's also our fastest one on our entire team. He does go out into Hugs. So we saw Superpower. He's going to have Earthquake. Gonna go into Crobat. There's Outrage. Gonna stall out his Outrages a bit. Or you can do that. Now I'm gonna go out into Feraligatr. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to Crunch. Because then if he switched in Banette, he would have been gone. And he couldn't switch in Tentacruel either. Here I'm going to go back out into Mamoswine. All we need to do is get a free switch in and we can win. I'm going to go for Icicle Crash as I no longer need to go for Earthquake for the Tentacruel. Sucker Punch will take me out, however I'm going to go into Absol where I can then knock off. He will not be able to Will-O-Wisp me as I will get the Magic Bounce as I Mega Evolve. And it's all good. He uses Destiny Bond, I get taken out. Pretty simple. And then I just need to Ice Punch with Feraligatr. If he's Choice Banded, he can... Was he Choice Banded? If he... No, he was Scarf. I'm pretty sure he was Scarf. Anyway, Ice Punch. It's all I can do at this point. I do have some HP investment. Yeah, 64. And Gate is pretty bulky, so... Are you choice band? Outrage does not kill. Okay. So, the first game we had absolutely no status. So, there's that. So all we have, as long as, the only way that he can possibly win is if he gets a crit. Okay, so that's GG. Just gonna give it a bit to see if he is going to call. I'm going to upload that, just in case. And quit this game. Accept, and let's do the next one. I really want to lead with Mammo Swine, but I think I'm wishing I had Ice Beam on Absol. I really am. I think Mammo Swine's my best lead. I'm gonna go straight for the Icicle Crash. Focus Blast? No Focus Blast. I'm gonna go out and Crobat just to see if he does have Focus Blast. However, if he does go for Side Shock, we're in a very, very bad position. He is setting up right now, but if I can get the U-turn into the Absol, I should be alright. So U-turn, he could definitely recover here. However, Mega Absol's knockoff is going to do a lot. Weakness policy, okay. I gotta give him props for that. That's really nice. I'm going to Mega Knockoff. There's no reason not to. It's my most powerful attack against it, and it eats it up. Oh my god. I think what I want to do is Shadow Ball. It does kill. So someone must have joined at the start. Anyway. But I could definitely see him going out into Tentacle right now. Because he went out in Tentacle, I don't want to go into Mammoth Swine directly. I'm going to go straight into Suicune, and we're going to have Scald Wars again. I'm just going to directly Scald. I'm not going to Whirlpool this time. Even though it allows me to play him like a book. He still has not seen rest on my Suicune, so that is very nice. I'm going to Roar here, where he's probably going to burn me, to be honest. Where he doesn't, thank God. He does bring in Flygon. I'm going to Scald. There is no reason for me not to. His strongest attack will either be Thunder Punch or Outrage. He does go for it. I get the Scald off, no burn. The water is cold today. I repeat, the water is cold. Gonna go for Whirlpool, because then he'll be locked in. Do miss, so I'm going to go for the rest now. I am revealing it, however. If I'd gotten that Whirlpool off, he would have had to stay in while I had rest up. So that miss is very disappointing on my part. We now have 2 turns of Suicune where it cannot attack, but it also cannot be burnt. So I'm wondering if I want to switch out, predicting his... What I want to do is go straight into Crobat. I'm going to U-turn and go straight out into... He's going to substitute. He's going to go out into Memo Swine. He just Brave Birded. Seeing that he went for that, I want to go out into Suicune. Just because the recoil is going to do a lot. His only form priority is Banette, so that's very nice. He does go for the Sucker Punch, but now I get to get a free Scald off. I'm going to go for another Scald. I can't allow Honchcrow to get any kills due to the Moxie boost. He does get a crit, however he goes down to the recoil. Seeing that, I think I want to go out and for Alligator. Can beat anything 1v1 really. I'm going to Dragon Dance here. He does get the burn. Okay, that's what I was Dragon Dancing for. Now I'm going to Crunch. This is going to be a problem. To be honest, I've given up on this game, as all I can really do at this point is Crunch. He could definitely switch it into his Glagar right now. But his Scarf Flagon is going to be a problem. Yep. Seeing this, I want to go out into Mamoswine. What I'm going to do though is Earthquake. He can definitely stay in and do that though. I'm gonna go out into Crobat. I'm gonna Brave Bat. Just to see what he wants to do. Because remember, anything that I learn in this match gets taken over to the last one. He also hasn't seen Defog or Roost from me yet. Does go out into the Flagon. Going to Brave Bird. Because we do know that we survived one. That is going to do a lot of damage. I'm going to U-turn in case something stupid happens. Of course, nothing could have happened in that position. We do not get the 2-turn, however, I can proceed to get a Calm Mind up. And if he hits himself in confusion, we can win. Okay, so there's that game. If he hit himself in confusion, I would have gotten the Shadow Ball off, even if he would have gone into Banette and Shadow Snuck. So I really had no way of winning. And into round 3, yes we are. Going to upload and share that in case something stupid happens, because we all know that they do. And wait for this. So he hasn't seen moves. What hasn't he seen yet? He hasn't seen Flamethrower, hasn't seen Play Rough or Sucker Punch. He hasn't seen Flamethrower Substitute. He hasn't seen Waterfall. He hasn't seen Stealth Rock or Superpower. I really wanted to see what his Reuniclus did too, so I guess that was my fault as well. I'm going to lead off with Feraligatr, because then if he leads with this, I can just crunch. He does know that I'm Life Orb now though. He has seen all my items, which is pretty annoying, but... And go back out into Suicune like we always do. He doesn't really have a solid counter to Suicune, which is nice. Gonna Brave Bird here, because he's gonna predict me to defog, so what I'm going to do is Brave Bird on any switch that he wants to make. He does go for the Scald, I'm going to defog. Brave Bird is not essential for me to win this match, I just need the defog support. He does go for Scald again. I want to go for Roost, then I can take it and attack later. I was sort of guessing that he'd get the burn there, but I'm going to go out into Suicune and Roar. Whatever he goes out into will determine how this goes. He does get the burn there, however. My Roar can bring him into anything. This Honchcrow is really the only thing I can't take out easily. Of course, I do have Mamoswine, however, Mind Games can affect that. You are not bringing that in. I'm going to Scald this. I'm going to Whirlpool it. He did get a crit. Don't like that. We do survive though, which is very nice. We do get the rest off whilst he is still trapped in the Whirlpool. We can take 2, so I'm going to just burn my sleep turns here. He does hit himself twice, so I'm feeling a bit bad. He isn't freed yet, so I'm going to just Scald. As we do only take a solid 27, or 22 to 29%. It does bring in the Reuniclus. We know that he has Magic Guard, obviously, and that he has Energy Ball. What I want to do is... I'm going to go straight into Chandelier. There's the Energy Ball. I'm going to substitute here. Where I can continue to Shadow Ball. Yeah, that breaks my sub. I was thinking about Calm Minding, but it's not worth it in the long run. Going to go out into Suicune again, where I can Whirlpool him. This is why I wanted Crobat up, because if I do Whirlpool him, things happen. He did avoid the attack again. What does he do here? I'm going to Scald, because I can predict him to go for a knockoff here, I presume. Phantom Force, okay. I'm going to rest, hoping to survive it. Or at least check the damage. He got another crit. My bad luck. I'm going to Going to Scald again. Tries will-o-wisping me. That was a very good play. I had perfect initiative to swap there. However, I want to burn at least the first turn of sleep. He does it again. And now what I'm going to do is straight out into Shandaloo. Okay, so now that he's gone for the Phantom Force, I want to do I survive? I'm going out into Suicune again. We do know that is a 2-turn attack, so I should be right just to go for a Scald here. It does go for the Sucker Punch. That's not going to do enough to harm me enough. We do finally get a Scald burn. Congratulations, Suicune, you're no longer frozen in ice. I'm going to rest again. As if he goes for Phantom Force, we can burn the initial turn. He does go into Tentacruel. I'm going to go out into Mamoswine. Because obviously he could have gone into Gligar or Honchcrow as a double switch. If he had gone into Reuniclus there, I would be in trouble. So there's that. I think what I want to do is Stealth Rock. And now I'm going to go out into Chandelure. That'll stop his Gligar and Honchcrow from switching in as much, and it forces his Tentacruel to need to switch in. I'm going to substitute as I know that he has weakness policy. He does go for the Psyshock, very good play. Going to Shadow Ball. We know that it does a lot of damage. He does get the weakness policy. However, we can go into Feraligatr afterwards. Actually, we know Absol does enough. So we can go out into Absol and just knock off. Wait, not knock off, Sucker Punch. Because knockoff isn't going to kill because his item has been consumed. This is so annoying. I gotta go for Play Rough. No wait, knockoff does more. What am I talking about? I have to go for knockoff because if he goes... Oh, he had his item consumed last time as well. Okay. He is definitely going to Brave Bird here, so I want to go out into Suicune. What do we need this for? I'm just going to sack this. We do not get the kills, that is very annoying. But I'm going to go into Crobat and Roost. Where we can then I'm gonna Brave Bird. Yeah, because I could survive one. He could definitely go out into Banette here. If he does, I'm going straight into Absol. He goes into Prime. I believe he's going to Rapid Spin. So what I want to do is Brave Bird. He could also Scald, predicting Mamoswine, yes. Now I go out into Absol and proceed to knock off. This thing. What would he do here? I'm gonna go out into Feraligatr. And just click Ice Punch. It's definitely my best play. There's no point predicting that point. Everything dies with one attack after Ice Punch anyway. Not sure with the burn though, that could have been risky. All I need to do is make sure this thing does not get extra health, so I'm going to crunch in case he wants to pain split. He will bring in Tentacruel now. GG. So crunch, game over. So that was very good. Am I going to get a Skype call? Going to upload and share that just in case. Hello.
I'm just saying, all three of those matches were really good.
Yeah, they actually were. How'd you like my stealth rocks?
Not like those at all. I was ready to defog with my Gligar. That's what I think that's what I went for. When I felt like I was gonna go down to an Ice Punch, I was like, he's gonna go for a Dragon Dance.
No, there was no point in me
Yeah.
doing it because everything died to crunch.
Yeah.
Even if you Will-O-Wisp me, I still won with Mamo.
I was actually, yeah. I was tempted to switch out into what's his name? I was tempted to switch out into Bayonet
Yeah,
the next turn and go for a D-Bond,
yeah.
and I felt like that would have maybe given me a chance, but even then, Tentacruel couldn't clean up.
Yeah, because Mamoswine was Scarf and it had Earthquake.
Yeah, which is why, like, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, do I switch into Bayonet now, hoping he's gonna Dragon Dance, and then D-Bond, then go into Tentacruel, let him go for his Earthquake, and after that, go into Gligar and Swords Dance?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
even then, I probably would have gone down anyways, because I didn't have my Eviolite anymore.
yeah, like, you did play really well, especially in that second game, aside from me missing Whirlpool.
Yeah, this was the game, though, like, the game that I actually lost, the second game that I lost, was the one where I kept getting hacks, and I'm like, what?
Hacks. What?
Hacks.
Oh, the second one where you won.
No, the second game that I lost, this third
Oh,
game.
the third one.
I kept getting hacks, like, I got my crits, I got
Oh, yeah,
my
you got them. I
skull.
thought you said I was getting them on you.
No, I was getting my
I
hacks.
celebrated when I got that Skull burn.
Yeah, like, I was just sitting there, I'm like, I've hit like 6 skull burns now, right? How many has he gotten?
Yeah, I got none. I'm gonna say this right now. I had Superpower instead of Knockoff on Mamoswine.
Really?
And I had Flamethrower instead of Ice Beam on Absol.
I was actually, I was fearing the Sucker Punch the entire time on Absol.
It did have Sucker Punch.
Why didn't you go for it, man? That would have
Because you would
knocked
have
out.
Brave Birded and got a Moxie. That's not what I wanted.
No, on Reuniclus.
Reuniclus, because then you could have recovered.
Oh yeah, that's true. I could recover.
I couldn't risk you recovering. And I was thinking that you had an item last time I used Knockoff. So I kept on
Yeah.
changing what move I was going for. Then I remembered that you actually didn't have an item last time I went for it. That's why it only did
Yeah.
like 56%.
You like that Reuniclus set?
Yeah, I didn't want to kill it in the second round because I wanted to see what it did.
It lives it's a weakness policy.
Yeah, I noticed.
It's bold, max defense, max HP with a little bit of special defense, and it lives a U-turn from Mega Beedrill.
Oh, that's all right. But then
Yeah.
anything that comes in is going to kill it if it outspeeds.
Well, no, when I see a Mega Beedrill, I always say, well, he's going to U-turn thinking it's going to die, and I just recover.
Oh, okay, that works.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't bring a Honchcrow. Imagine.
Dude, Honchcrow was actually pretty good for this match.
Yeah.
That pursuit in the first match, I wish I could have got that on camera, but my mom walked in and I have to cut that out.
Oh, no. Like, when I saw your Honchcrow, it's like, he's going to pursue me. And I was so tempted to just Flamethrower instead of switching out, just so you couldn't get the Moxie.
Well, then next turn I would just go for a double pursuit. I feel like that would knock it out because
Your
special attack
pursuit
stat's way too big.
Yeah, you would die from Flamethrower.
Yeah. Or at the very least get burned.
Yeah, probably. But it's my luck, so you probably wouldn't. I literally called the team Raw ? And
you named it what?
Raw, as in the move.
Yeah.
And we had a big Scald war. I'm just gonna say
Oh man, that stall was amazing.
I'm so glad I had Whirlpool.
Does Whirlpool work even when you roar out?
What do you mean? Like,
Does roar cancel out the whirlpool
yeah,
keeping you in?
it
Ah,
it cancels out all trapping moves
oh.
and abilities.
You know, last year at Worlds, I actually saw people using roar on their Arcanines to roar out a
Yeah,
Pokemon from a Destiny Bond trap. Not
uh,
Destiny Bond, Parashong.
there's a YouTuber, Jamie something. He went in with an Infernape with Raw.
What?
Yeah, to just get rid of Trick Room all the time.
Uh,
This is this
well,
year, like in 2016.
oh,
He's
did you see?
using, yeah, Raw Infernape
That's so weird.
just to stop Trick Room every time because it has
It
higher
better have Thunder
priority.
Punch, otherwise it's useless.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah, great games, I guess. You know,
Yeah, they were. They were probably one of the better
you took the
matches.
win at the end. You
Yeah,
took the win at the end. That was good.
my over prediction in I think was the second game. Like, and you just stayed in, and I think it was with Tentacruel. Was it? Or did
I
you have
think so.
Gligar out? No, that was my
What did
second
you
over
have out?
prediction. I had Mamoswine out. Both my over predictions were on Mamoswine.
Yeah.
The
You oh yeah,
first,
you predicted Tentacruel, and I went back out into Flygon after you earthquaked.
yeah, I did see it as a possibility, trust me, but I didn't think
Because
you'd actually
that
go
Flygon
for it.
was scarfed.
I realized because it outsped my Scarf.
What was your scarf, Crobat?
No, Mamoswine
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
with Stealth
No,
Rocks.
wait. When I had my my Honchcrow, I'm like, superpower? I should superpower. Maybe he's bulky. I should superpower. Yeah, I'm gonna superpower. And I like slam my desk. I'm like, he's scarfed. And then later on, I throw out my Bayonet, and it's like, Frisk. Oh, he has a choice scarf. I'm like, yeah, you think?
If you ever verse me again, don't think straightforward, okay?
Yeah. So yeah, great match, and I think I'm gonna end the video here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
So see everyone. Go subscribe to. I look. I'm slipping on your name too.
doesn't matter.
StarFox guy.
Your name is a
StarFox.
Honchcrow with a K. I really don't care.
That's how you spell it.
But it's not Crow.
I know, but that's how you spell it in like the decks.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever. Everyone, go subscribe to the guy in the description whose name I'm slipping on. Brayden.
Brayden StarFox.
Brayden StarFox. I was
Yeah.
gonna say Brayden. I'm like, no, it's not Brayden.
Like, up until a few months ago, it didn't even have Brayden in the name, so it's that.
Just what was it?
It was just StarFox.
StarFox. Go subscribe to the man formerly known as StarFox. Bye.
And likewise for my guys, I'll have his link in the description for all the videos we're in, actually. I think I forgot to say it in the last video we did, actually. But anyway, hope you guys have a good life, and I hope Marcos does too. I swear I would have forgotten his name if the Skype thing wasn't up. Like, I'm that bad at it. But have a good day, life. See you around on the next live verse, whatever. You'll probably be on a few more lives of mine, won't you, if we get some spare time?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, you guys
I see it
heard it.
happening.
It's a promise. I'm joking, I'm joking. See you guys.